Hello everybody, it's Mama Charlotte here. Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video on this YouTube channel. Hi guys. So as we're approaching 11K subscribers, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been supportive of the channel. Today's video is going to be a little more controversial of a topic I've really been wanting to talk about, basically because it's been all over the social media umbrella, all over the place, all over X, which is one of those apps that it seems to be like really scary to be on now for me, honestly. I want to talk to you guys a bit about some stuff like that. So before we get into this video, if you guys want to support me, support by subscribing to become a Charoletteer today. Become a subscriber. Join the family. Also, if you guys can, please leave a like on the video. Let's get to 100 likes on this video to support our community. Also, I want to let you guys know that I do have some links down below if you guys want to support me any further. I have a GoFundMe. Don't have to if you don't want to. Just for my surgeries. I do have books if you want to buy them. I'm a published author, so if you guys want to support me, I'm not just begging for people's money. If you guys want to support me whatever way you feel is possible and is actually, deserved. Also, I do have a link to Sohimi down below if you guys are looking to spice things up, down in the description below. 10% off if you want to use code MAMACHAR, and 20% off if you use my referral link down below. Don't be afraid. We're all humans here. So before I get into this video, I want to let you guys know about my past, present, and future as a trans woman. And I want to uncover all the bones, the skeletons in my closet. So before people want to sit there and try to, open up closets and throw out, right? First off, I'm a transgender woman. I've been proud transgender woman for 8 years almost, and I've done adult content. I've done OnlyFans. So anybody that wants to sit there and try to dig up any sort of skeletons, they're all here, honey. I haven't done anything beyond that. The reason why I did a lot of the stuff that I did, or I do a lot of stuff that I do, is because I'm a hustler. Let's be honest with you. At this point in life, my job isn't making all my money right now, so obviously I have to bust my ass, and in those kind of ways, I want to be here for, my other stuff without having to work 2 jobs and not be able to have any time for myself. So this is the best way to do it, YouTube and all my other platforms. So that's all out of the things, okay? And I let you guys know what I'm all about, okay? So let's just start off with that disclaimer. So X has been pretty crazy when it comes to being transgender and being on the quote-unquote left side. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm pretty scared right now because of just people's mindsets on social media about trans people, and how a lot of these big name trans people are, getting in trouble, and it's causing the trans community to be looked at as a whole as bad people. And it's crazy because I can't tell you guys how many comments I saw where people are saying that trans people are all PDF files, they're all need psych therapy. And I want to let you guys know that that's not the case. Let me be a good example that that's not the case. I know there's a lot of other trans women and trans men out there and non-binary people out there that would be in that umbrella. Don't let one person destroy everything. And I did talk good about Mr. Beast supporting his friend, and I totally take back the way I feel about that person. I really was proud of Ava. I was really happy that someone from the Mr. Beast squad can, coexist with me in a way. And I'm very depressed that it went down the way it did. And I'm not going to sit there and act like I know what happened. Obviously, I'm going to take the side that everyone else has taken because I've seen the evidence. I've seen all the stuff. It's disgusting. It is really disgusting. But that doesn't mean that everybody that's trans are PDF files and that need help. Trust me. These comments are very, 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 very hardcore. They're very, very much, in favor of people that are MAGA supporters, like Trump supporters in general. And I hope and I pray that there are some Trump supporters that are really sweet to people like us and doesn't sit there and just think the same thoughts. So please. This video was very, very, very hardcore to make. Despite starting off with the very, very soft beginning, I'm basically talking about the most sensitive side of the community and just everything. It's really hard to live a life where you're just being criticized by a lot of different people, and it's a political view it now. Like, being trans is a political view to a lot of people. You know, if you're far right, you don't like trans people. If you're far left, you love trans people. It's just one of those things, you know. We got pushed to the, you know, political side. We got pushed towards the religious side. We, you know, people associate us with, you know, devil worshippers. I went to church my entire, like, my entire, you know, youth. I was an altar server. You know what I mean? I served the church. I grew up Catholic. This is not something that I'm, in a way, see as bad. When I came out as transgender, I came out with 100% belief. I didn't have someone to peer pressure me behind my back to transition. I didn't have no people in the medical field telling me to take pills or telling me to get surgeries. Never have, and I'm pretty sure I never will. In fact, every time I went to the doctors, it was off of my own will to go to the doctors. No doctor's gonna call you up and say, hey, come on, I heard you're transgender. Come over here and get a surgery done. No. I made my own decision. A lot of trans people just make their own decision. I'm not going to sit there and say that that's the case for everybody. There are probably some people that are abused by the system, and there's probably a lot of people that abuse the system. And I'm telling you guys right now, that's a small portion of what the trans community is. We're all just humans. When we come out in the weakest part of our lives, when we're the most depressed. We come out when we're the most confused. We're the most, and when I say confused, I mean the most confused about what the hell you want in your life. I don't mean, oh, confused, we don't know what we want, we don't know who we are. I'm talking about who we don't know what we want in terms of, is it the right thing or the wrong thing to do? We come out at the hardest part of our lives. And the beginning of our transitions are always the hardest because they're the most easiest to sit there and lash out on us. We look the least passable. We start off looking like men in dresses or women in men's clothing to looking our full authentic self. And it's not overnight. It's months to years that takes this kind of transition. We go through a lot of speculation. Some people hate us. People like us. People that like us support us for who we are. But people that hate us hate us for who we are and the decisions we made in our life and the transitions we made. Go onto X right now and see how much people hate the trans community. I'm telling you. I said this before. Nick Merckx. It makes me upset. I grew up watching FaZe Clan since 2011. When I was watching Zergriz, I grew up sniping. I grew up all that stuff. I've been watching FaZe since the 1 mil Taj. And it blows my mind that they have someone on their team that's just sitting there throwing trash at the trans community. Just because of one person's decision. Like, I get it. He doesn't believe in trans people. They're not real. And it's just all mental disorders. But let me tell you guys something right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Am I a woman? No, I am a trans woman. I don't have what a woman has. I don't have what a woman can offer. I can't give you kids. I don't have a vagina. But at the end of the day, if you like me for my femininity and the way I look because you find women attractive, there's nothing wrong with dating me. There's nothing wrong. And whatever your friends have to say to you about it, it's none of their business what you do in the bed with someone. Why is it such a slur and such a downgrade to someone to be called gay? Or, you know, like people like Sketch, for instance. I don't even know the guy until this whole situation happened. Why is it that everyone hates on someone for just being gay? Like, why is it such a big deal? I think we're in this position where we're still kind of living in the old days where you have to be straight. I mean, why does your friend Matt care about, why does people care so much about who you're and who you identify as? Why is that such a big problem? Why is it such an issue? Now, I get it. There's a lot of people that complain because the trans community and the LGBTQ community pushes our agenda towards people. And let me tell you something. There's a problem with people that are extremists. There are always going to be problems with people that are running up to your front door with a gay flag saying to support me, love me, or else you're a bigot. That is unacceptable. There are extremists in the community that I completely understand where it pisses people off. But there are people like me that are legitimately just walking around in life, just being ourselves, and we have to go on social media and see a bunch of being talked. Like, I literally have never gotten hate in person or in public, never gotten hate, but on social media for some odd reason, it is like all over the place. And I think that's what it comes down to. It doesn't matter how straight you are. It doesn't matter how good looking you look. It doesn't matter how nice you are. I mean, look at Beast, Now look at Mr. Beast. Look how much stuff he's done right, and people are hammering him down for some of the small little things he's done, and maybe what they would say bigger things. I don't know. The guy has done so much good at this point. People still look for ways to hammer you down. It's just all over the place. Social media X is so bad right now, and of course I'm on it because everyone loves drama, right? That's what it comes down to. Everyone wants to see the drama. Everyone wants to know what's going on, what's cooking. It is what it is. And this is my most heated YouTube video I've had in a very long time. But please, I beg of you guys, from the bottom of my heart, this is not a political thing. Being transgender should not be political. It should not be religious. Guys, I don't think I've ever, and I know there's this quote in the Bible that people like to say, oh, men should be dressing in women's garments and women should not be dressing in men's garments. I truly believe there's a whole different meaning behind that beyond transitioning, because at the end of the day, there are people that live like that will deceive someone, and I think that's a sin. But if you truly believe that you are who you are and that God did not make a mistake on you, then I think God loves you for who you are, because you're making the decision for the best of yourself. That's not hurting anybody. Transitioning doesn't hurt anybody. And if you claim it hurts you, you're an idiot. You don't know what the heck it is. Transitioning has nothing to do with you if you're not transitioning. So it doesn't hurt you. So stop acting like it does. Sins, they hurt people. Stealing hurts someone. I truly believe that God loves everyone, as Jesus does too. I'm going into a little bit of a religious kind of territory, but I'm telling you guys right now, it's not as deep as some people think. And I want to make this point out here because I think I've said it before at one point on social media. When we all die, do you think that people have penises and vaginas in heaven? No, they don't. I don't think they do, because you know why? Why would they? They're reproductive organs. You know, you have a penis, you're a male. You have a vagina, you're a female. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be who you are, who you want to be, who you decide is your inner self. Now, I don't care if some Nick Merckx guy thinks I'm a guy. I don't care. Call me a guy all you want. It's fine. But at the end of the day, look at me. When you walk around in public, what kind of aura are you giving off? And that's the real question. That's the real answer. Just because someone knows you're trans doesn't mean that you're not any more or less than who you are in your heart. In your heart. And that's where I'm getting the problems, and this is where my issues are. Social media is tanked when it comes to this kind of stuff. It's the same thing as politics. It's the same thing as politics. Man, I can't stand watching this stuff about Biden or Harris with the Trump situation. I mean, trust me, I voted for Trump at one point, regret it. I voted for Biden at one point. Did he do anything for me? Nah, not really. Will Harris do anything? I don't know, but I'm going to vote for someone that's obviously going to be the right decision for me, because Trump, look what he wants to do. Wants to spread a whole 2025 project to banish people that are trans, because God forbid we're the devils. Look at me. I'm like the sign of the, like, people compare us to the Antichrist, which is insane to me. I don't think the book of Revelation said, oh, there's going to be a bunch of gay people and a bunch of trans people walking around and they're going to be the freaking bringers of hell. When I made the conscious effort and decision to transition, I made it with nothing that felt selfish, nothing that felt sinful. I made a decision. I never regretted 1 second of that decision. You know why? Because look how happy I am. But I'm still in the same body. I'm still in the same body that I was born in. I acknowledge that I'm still a child of God. I still love my religion. I still love Jesus. Still love God. That's my own personal beliefs. And I think that's what makes me more close to God than some people that act like they are. Let me tell you guys, just because someone gets surgery doesn't make them bad people. People get surgeries all the time. People get piercings. People get tattoos. People get, regular cis women get their face done too. I've seen many people put lips fillers on. Well, does that make them a bad person? They don't like their body and they can't accept whatever God gave them? Not really. I mean, honestly, it's not like I asked a doctor to take me out of my body and put me in another one. You know what I mean? These probably won't come with me in my afterlife. This down here won't come with me in my afterlife. Now, am I the most sinless person? Probably not. I'm probably really bad. I don't deserve a lot of the things I got. Trust me. I don't deserve a lot of shit. But the reality at the end of the day is I love God for whatever the heck reason I do. I love God, and I truly believe that what I'm doing is the right thing. For myself, personally. Now, like I said, you don't have to address me as a female. You don't have to address me as a woman. You don't have to address me. But just respect me. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of bad person. Don't call me a PDF file because I'm a part of a community. Don't say that I need help because I don't. This is not about attacks on me personally. I'm not having a bunch of people destroy my inbox or anything like that. It's so overwhelming looking at X and looking at all these social media things. And a lot of them are Trump supporters. And sadly, God, one event leads to something else, and people start telling, oh, this person did this, and that person did that, and that's why this is happening. You know, it's like you guys don't know nothing. Nothing about nothing. It's the same thing with, oh, it was all planned. No one knows anything, so please stop saying that it was planned. Please stop saying that it was fake. Please stop saying that it's, please stop assuming everything. There are a lot of reasons why it would be fake. There's a lot of reasons why it won't be fake. Who knows? Until we have real answers, then you could say something. I'm just so tired of social media freaking out about everything. And then attacking the trans community in conjunction to this. Oh, trans people are PDF files. That's because this person, of course they did that because they're trans. And, it's something that, in my opinion, just needs to go away in people's minds. You are truly judgmental and hateful if you truly sit there and start putting everybody in that bubble as PDF files or as, people that need really bad help. It's a mental disorder, yes. Being trans is a mental disorder. We get our help that we get. At the end of the day, don't you think that if there was a pill, we'd be taking them? Being trans is about being who you're supposed to be, how you feel like you are. So if a doctor's helping you get there, what's wrong with that? I don't think anyone goes to a doctor and says, please don't do what's best for me. Get me on hormones. There's going to be those bad eggs. There always is. But realize that that's not the majority. Just because someone comes out and says, transition is the worst decision of my life, and screw all the trans people because they're all deceivers and all these, and doesn't necessarily mean that all of us are like that. Trust me. But like I said, and I'll say it in the last bit of this video because I don't want to make this too long. I've just been rambling, and I'm sorry. I just had to let this out for you guys. There are extreme sides of the trans community, of the whole community in general. There are extremes. I don't speak for those people that think that PDF files should have their letter in the LGBT community. I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that there is okayness to being naked running around on the street. Trust me, I don't think that's true. I don't think it's okay to have kids at an adult situation location. No kids should be there. If that's what you're going to be doing. In my opinion, there are rights and wrongs. And there's a lot of things that the LGBTQ community does wrong. There are people that think, oh, there's 3,000 genders, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's more so like what you feel like is right. Not what is. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be that Blair White of the channel and say, oh, yeah, nobody's, we're all just men still and women for trans men are all just women. And we're just, we're just painting this label and there's no reality to our existence and we're not real. I'm not going to be like that. I'm in the very middle. I have my opinions, but I don't sit there and spew it all over social media. That's not my goal. My goal is just to be myself and help people that are looking at my life be like, hey, I don't need to be extra, but I can just be myself. That's what it comes down to. In general, for anything. Trust me, guys. No one's perfect. No one is. And if you're watching this video, I hope you made it this far. I do hope you're doing great. No matter if you're trans, regular, non-binary if you want to call yourself that. I accept everyone for who they are. If you don't agree with what I've done, that's fine. I will die on my own. You die on your own. You'll take your cares to the grave. I will take mine. At the end of the day, I don't want to judge people. Just like how you might not want to judge people either. But we find ourselves as human beings judging because that's just what we're used to. We think we know everything, but we don't. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys understood what I said. This is going to be a really, really, really sensitive video. I do hope that people understand it. And I'm not trying to sit here and attack anybody. So, I love you guys lots of tater tots, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.